Hey everybody, it's Dave here from Dragonhill Games, and we are go with Kaldheim. My first box opening video for this set, and this is actually a sponsored video. Thank you so much, Chris K, for sponsoring this video, and good luck with your box. Wow, this is an awesome set. I know I say that about every single set, but this one is really cool, and I'm super happy to see snow back again. Okay. Yeah, actually drove through a blizzard, believe it or not. Up here in Canada, we are kind of getting hammered in good old Ontario. Little bit of a blizzard going on out there. So drove through a blizzard to get this snow set to bring you this video. I hope you all enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to smash that like button and hit me with a subscribe. Magda Brazen Outlaw. This chick is a really awesome. 2 mana for Legendary Dwarf Berserker. She's a 2/1. Other dwarfs you control get +1/+0. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure. So that part alone is really awesome. But you can sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, and put that onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. Rune of Speed, the 3 seasons. Yep, sagas are back, folks. There is a ton of them in this set. And then we have Gates of Istfell. Not really going to go through all the commons too much. I mean, you guys have probably already had a look at a lot of the previews and spoilers for this set. So we're not going to spend a whole ton of time going through the commons and uncommons. More in this video, we kind of will just focus on the rares, mythics, and the like. So you get a snow-covered land in every set, or one of these sort of snow duels, one or the other it looks like. You're going to get Cyclone Summoner. I really like this guy, 7 mana. It's kind of like Cyclonic Rift on a stick. When he enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hands, except for giants, wizards, and lands. This guy is definitely gonna see some commander play. Okay, a Basalt Ravager. Here we go. So yeah, good luck, Chris. Again, thank you for sponsoring this box video. We really appreciate it. Got a bunch of videos coming this week. In fact, either Snow-Covered Forest. Oh, there's our first foil. So a foil of the 3 seasons, an uncommon saga. And then we have a Sigrid, God Favored. Okay. Legendary Human Warrior. It's a 2/2 flash, first strike protection from god creatures. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until he leaves the battlefield. Seems pretty cool. Nice little alt art rare to kick things off there. Hailstorm Valkyrie, and then we have another alt art, Cardew, a Doom Scourge. Interesting. Avalanche Caller. Yeah, like I was saying, so we're going to be doing some pre-release or pre-release kit opening videos. I'll probably try to get that out today, but definitely by tomorrow. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you check that out. I really like these fetchable snow duels that are kind of in. Looks like you get one about every other pack, maybe 1 out of every 3 packs. Reckless Crew. Those are going to be huge in Commander for sure, and I guess probably Pauper and stuff like that. But Fearless Liberator, a Forging the Tyrite Sword, and a Rune of Might. Looks like there's a rune for every color in this set. So yes, like I was saying, pre-release kit opening videos. Try to get that out today. We'll see how things go. And then next week, of course, Snow-Covered Island, Maskwood Nexus. Next week, of course, we will have a set booster opening videos and collector booster opening videos. So, like I said, keep your eyes open for all that. We got a bunch of sponsored videos. Again, thank you to everybody if you were involved in that. And of course, Chris can pick up the results of this box actually this weekend, because draft boosters are available during pre-release weekend. There we have a foil, a Fearless Pup, and a Skemfar Avenger. Interesting. Vengeful Reaper. Okay, Nico Defies Destiny. So yeah, really cool set. There's a lot of really awesome sort of commander cards, and they seem to be doing that with basically every set nowadays. Immerstrom Predator. Saw it coming, did you? Okay, there's Terrorgrid Shadow. Terrorgrid is another one, and hopefully you get one in this box, Chris. Terragrid is another one I think is one of the premium cards that is going to be coming out of the set, and I believe that one is in the rare slot, if I'm not mistaken. She's really cool. So one of the, she's black, maybe she's a mythic, I'm not 100% actually on that one. But she's black, and she's, I believe, an artifact on one side, and then of course she's on the other side. So here we have one of the modal dual flips, Hengegate Pathway. On the other side we have Mistgate Pathway. Valkyrie's Sword. Yeah, and then she has, whenever one of your opponents discards a card or sacrifices a permanent, discards a permanent or sacrifices a permanent, you put it from their graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. A foil Ascendant Spirit. Pretty awesome. Alright. So doing alright, I think, so far. What did we get? Yeah, doing alright. We had an alt art rare and then now a foil rare. In Search of a Greatness. Axgard Armory, Dual Strike, and then we have a Svella Ice Shaper alt art. Pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of like, well, most sets, I guess, are really sort of geared towards Commander, but this set definitely has a Commander-y kind of feel to it. Battle Mammoth Borderless. Nice. What does this thing even do? 5 mana, it's a mythic, so that's really cool. A 6/5 Trample Elephant, and whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card, and you can foretell it for 2 green and 2. Pretty sweet. I think I'll put that up there with the altars. Congratulations, Chris. That's a nice one to be getting. A couple more packs left in our first stack here. So yeah, big nod to Commander players in this set, 100%. Unfortunately, Woodland Chasm, an Icebreaker Kraken. Man, 12 mana. Holy cow. 2 blue and 10. Okay, for an 8/8. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each snowland you control. Alright. When it enters the battlefield, artifacts and creatures target opponent controls don't untap during that player's next untap step, and return 3 snowlands you control to their owner's hands. Return Icebreaker Kraken to its owner's hand. Interesting. Not sure how much play that thing is going to see. Yeah, so where was I? Sort of lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, unfortunately up here in Canada, well, at least in my area of Canada, we're in a total lockdown right now. Actually, not even supposed to be leaving your house unless it's kind of for emergency or, you know, what do they call it? Essential, I guess, reasons. Rimewood Falls foil. Now, this is one of the cards, if you're a finance guy, I do a weekly finance video on my channel called This Week in MTG Finance. And these are one of the cards I'm actually thinking are going to end up being worth a fair bit of money, these fetchable foil snow duels, because really the only place it makes sense to print them is in this set. And then we have Battle of Frost and Fire. Kind of feels like, sounds like a Game of Thrones kind of type feel to this card, doesn't it? All right, Rare Saga. Yeah, so we missed, yeah, up here in Canada, we're in Ontario anyway. We're in sort of a total lockdown. So we will not be having any pre-releases for this, unfortunately. And this is, I think, the 3rd set that we missed, the Raven's Warning. Okay. Yeah, we had, there was kind of a break in there where we were able to do a pre-release, and that was for Core Set 2021. We could actually have a limited number of people in for pre-releases. So we had some like 8-player pre-releases, which is quite a bit down for what we would normally have as far as pre-releases go in our store. But you know what? We were just happy. There's a foil Mistwalker. We were happy to actually be able to, you know, conduct a pre-release. Eska's Chariot. I actually think that's a really nice card as well. But we did miss out on Ikoria. We missed out for sure on Zendikar Rising, and now, unfortunately, with Kaldheim, we will not be having any pre-releases. And of course, in between there was, what, Commander Legends, I guess, Cosmos Charger. So, and then we have an alt art Herald King of Skemfar. Okay. So yeah, it was really unfortunate we didn't get to draft Commander Legends. I talked about that a lot in the videos at the time when I was opening them. So, because that definitely would have been a fun set to draft. But I think this one would be really cool to draft too. Pyre of Heroes. So this is the birthing pod kind of thing, isn't it? Pay 2, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a creature card that, yeah, shares a creature type with it. Converted mana cost 1 plus that creature's converted mana cost. Put it onto the battlefield. shuffle your library. You can do this only at sorcery speed. Man, it'd be cool if you could do it at instant speed. But yeah, it's kind of like what, tribal birthing pod, I suppose you could call that thing. Yeah, so why don't you guys let me know in the comments section below, you know, what you're doing about this set. Are you giving Kaldheim a pass? Or are you going to be able to get out to a pre-release where you are? You maybe just, there's a foil, a battle shield warrior. And there's Terragrid, that's the one I was talking about. She's really awesome. I really like this, and in fact, I'm going to be building, definitely building a commander deck around her. 5 mana for 4/5 menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a card, a permanent card, you may put that card onto the battlefield from a graveyard under your control. Really awesome. And then on the other side, there's a Terragrid's Lantern, which has tap, target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card, and you can pay for to untap it. So really awesome. I think this card's going to go places. I bet you a lot of people are going to be also building decks around that. In fact, like I was mentioning, we do a finance video every week on this channel. And I've been talking a lot about cards in the market that are moving because of Terragrid. Things like Oppression. So there we have a Mythic Quakebringer. So that's really nice. 5 mana for a 5/4. Your opponents can't gain life. And at the beginning of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only if Quakebringer is on the battlefield or if Quakebringer is in your graveyard and you control a giant. Of course, you can foretell it for 4. So pretty sweet mythic there. Congratulations, Chris. Yeah, like I was saying, we've been talking a lot the last couple of weeks. A lot of cards on the market are moving because of that Terragrid. And rightly so. She is really awesome. Okay. I really do like the tokens. They did a good job with the tokens in this set. They're very vibrant, and you know, they actually spent some time, got some good art for them. They're really cool. I'm impressed. There we have what is this? Kolvori, God of Kinship. So this must be one of the flip gods. Yep. On the other side, we have the Ringheart Crest. So pretty interesting. Nice alt art card for you there, Chris. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, let me know. Let me know what you're doing with this set. You giving it a pass? You gonna buy only a set booster? I haven't even looked at the list. I'm sure the set booster must have a list in it. Foil, a Not Vold Recluse, and then a Tundra Ephemeral. That looks a bit faded, doesn't it? Let's compare that with another card. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It looks a little bit faded, that one. Okay. Maybe some printing issues there, or maybe that's intentional. Not sure. Have to see when I open another Tundra Ephemeral. You're going to only buy Collector Booster. You know, maybe just pick yourself up a couple of pre-release kits. Are you going to a pre-release? Yeah, I want to know. I always like to hear from all of you guys. And by the way, if you're not a subscriber, now is a good time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, Blood on the Snow. Then we have a Rune of Mortality, Blizzard Brawl, and something that I don't even want to attempt to pronounce. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good so far. It seems a little bit light on the mythic, so what do we have? 1 mythic? For sure 1. Might have had 2. Snow-covered swamp. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's a Nico Eris. All right, what does this guy... Oh, yes, a guy? Yeah, what does this guy do? I think it's a guy. Looks like a guy. 2 blue, 1 and X. When it enters the battlefield, create X shard tokens. Okay. +1, up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature deals damage this turn, return it to its owner's hand. -1, it deals 2 damage to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn this turn. And -1, create a shard token. Okay. So that's a nice little mythic to be getting there. A Maja Bertard Protector. Sure. Return upon the tide. Okay. A couple more packs for the second stack. Seems to be an okay box. All right. There's a nice little bird token. Yeah, I like that. Arctic Tree Line. These are definitely phenomenal. Okay, so there we have a foil alt art. Agar the Freezing Flame. Interesting. The World Tree. This is really cool. So what does this do exactly? It enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it to add a green. As long as you control 6 or more lands, as long as you control 6 or more lands you control have tapped to add 1 mana of any color. And you can pay double Wooburg to sacrifice the World Tree, search your library for any number of gods, Put them on the battlefield. Okay, so basically you play double Wooburg and just win the game. Pretty cool card. I'm sure that will make its way into some God-themed decks for sure. In fact, I can already think of some people that will be including that land in their commander decks. Dwarf Berserker, Rise of the Dreadmarn. That's the card I'm thinking about. I believe it makes those Dwarf Berserker guys. We have a Cosmos Elixir. Okay, we're going to speed things up a little bit here. Got another full stack to go still. Yeah, the World Tree. I don't even know what's the price of that thing. Is it just a junk rare, or is it like, is there a lot of hype around that? I haven't been following the hype train too much on this. I mean, I kept my eyes out on the pre-release, or on the spoilers, just to see kind of what was going to be in here. Old Growth Troll. Okay, but as far as what people have been saying, I tried to stay out of that this time. I really did. I kind of wanted to just enjoy opening the set and see what I got, and in this case, what someone else got. But I want to kind of just enjoy everything. So I haven't been following all the hype. If there's a lot of, I don't know, if people are, happy about the set, excited about it, don't care, whatever. Faceless Haven. You can tap to add 1 or 3 snow. Faceless Haven becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creatures. So Changeling 4/3 is still a land. Seems kind of bad. Okay. Great Hall. Okay, and then we have a Vega the Watcher. So that's a really nice looking alt art. I do like the look of the alt arts in this set. Gonna be pretty cool. I guess there'll probably be a lot of foils of these sort of alt arts out there once everybody starts cracking open the collector boosters. Usher the Fallen, so that's a foil uncommon. Okay. And then we have Firja's Retribution, Rare Saga. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm kind of just tried to avoid all of the, what everybody was saying about the set. I really did want to enjoy it because I do like the snow theme. I'm glad it's back. I think these are really awesome lands and they're good. There's Toski, a Bearer of Secrets. So I believe this is our first Squirrel Commander, if I'm not mistaken. 4 mana, we get a spell that can't be countered. It's a 1/1 indestructible. It attacks each combat if able, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So pretty good deal if you're running a go wide deck. Definitely squirrels can go wide, so be interesting to see some people's builds around that card. I think he's pretty sweet. Then we have a Human Warrior. Like I said, these tokens look phenomenal. Snow-covered island. There's an Egon, God of Death. So this is going to be one of the flip ones. Has Death Touch at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice him and draw a card. 3 mana for a 6/6 seems like a pretty good deal, even with that downside. And we have Throne of Death for 1 mana. It's a legendary artifact. Beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. Pay 3, tap it, exile a creature card from your graveyard, and draw a card. Okay, seems okay. Actually, I think he's pretty sweet. Couple more packs to go here. Let's get this done for Chris. Foretell. So these are definitely new tokens. Foretell token. Snow-covered mountain. We have a foil, Koma's Faithful, and then an Eradicator Valkyrie. Eradicator Valky. For 4 mana, we have a 4/3 flying lifelink hexproof from Planeswalker. Sounds like a lot. It's got like the questing beast kind of feel with a whole bunch of keywords just kind of jammed onto one card. For Boast, for 1 black and 1, you can sacrifice a creature. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. A lot of talk about that card. I know I did see quite a bit come up, revolving a conversation revolving around that card. So not sure what people are thinking, if they think it's pretty good or they don't think it's all that good. I'm not even sure what she's worth, but I think she's pretty sweet and definitely can fit into a lot of black decks for sure. Reflections of Litjara. Okay. There we go. Okay. Again with the Dwarf Berserker token. Calamity Bearer. Okay. Finn the Fang Bearer. They seem to be using the word bearer a lot. Maja, Bertold Protector, and Frenzied Raider. Okay. Rimewood Falls, and then we have another foil rare, Drogar Necromancer. Pretty sweet. So doing okay with the foils, I think, in this set. Then a Blood Sky Massacre. Okay. Yeah, seems to be an okay box. A little lighter on the mythics, but the foils and the alt arts and borderless and stuff are pretty sweet so far. So I think this is actually a decent box. Zombie Berserker comes up a lot. Snow-covered swamp. All right, there's another mythic too. So Alrund, God of the Cosmos, legendary god. And then on the other side, we have Haka, Whispering Raven. So creatures on both sides. That's interesting. I thought most of the gods were maybe an artifact on one side, like an equipment or something, or an artifact, and then the god on the other side. But appears that that one happens to be creatures both sides. Spirit tokens, Snowfield Sinkhole. There we have Drogard Necromancer again. So we got a foil of that and a non-foil. Return Upon the Tide. Last pack. Good luck, Chris. I think you had a decent box here. All right, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. We'll be doing a whole bunch more box opening videos in the next week or so. Snow-covered swamp, a foil Annul, a Graven Lore. Of course, the camera cut out on me on the last pack. All right, so Graven Lore, like I was saying, there we go. And then we have a Chaos Onslaught. Okay, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps me out, and we'll see you again soon for a whole bunch more Kaldheim box openings. Thanks again, Chris, for sponsoring this video. Bye for now.